Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the article in the New York Times Magazine that has been written February 19th, 2015. The article has the title Utilities Pushing the Fuel Stations for Electric Cars. The electric vehicles in America and overall the world have failed to succeed, according to experts that is because there has been not built a strong network of public charging stations. Currently, car companies, retail chains, and members from an infant charging industry have been building public charging stations, but the amount that has been built is not enough. Utilities like big financing companies, building and electricity companies are getting into the vehicle charging business at the moment. And in Kansas, the major utilities are building 1,000 charging stations, and in California, major utilities, including Pacific Gas and Electricity, are planning to build 60,000 public chargers. Right now, there are 9,000 public stations and 22,900 chargers in USA, and that is not much compared to 114,000 gas stations nationwide. California has 40% of the market share of the electric vehicles, and they have pressure to build 100,000 chargers that are faster than the home outlets by the year 2020. And the goal with these public stations is to decrease the average fuel consumption of vehicles, and the goal is to decrease it a lot because at the moment the cars average 25 miles per gallon, but in year 2025 they should achieve 54.5 miles per gallon, so they need to kind of decrease their fuel consumption a lot, and that could be achieved by that more car companies would expand to the consumer market with these electric vehicles. The problem with this electric vehicle car business is that is quite unprofitable, and yeah, the charging companies have not been succeeded with this, but with the cooperation with the utilities have a large scale, and that decreases the cost of this business, and that is where the charging companies would benefit from this cooperation. The utilities themselves could get higher electricity sales and more loyal customers, and new loyal customers, of course. And energy needs to be driven to the parking lots in order to succeed and take full advantage of the new electron-driven technology. And it remains to be seen if this charging business will success. Toyota has predicted that hydrogen will prevail over electric cars, but you never know. And then the question remains, why did I choose this article? Well, since early childhood, I've been interested in technology and cars. And this article was also interesting because it kind of provided a solution so that the charging business and electric cars could become a success story in the future, and maybe after 20 or 30 years could take over the fuel cars. And also it could be a competitive advantage, this big amount of charging station that they are going to build against cars that are using fuel, and that could also decrease the costs of the cars themselves, and also it could be a competitor against maybe hydrogen and other technologies too. And this article was also interesting because it was about also they discussed this electron-driven technology, and I started to think about phones that don't need to be charged by pulling in a plug in the socket, and that got me to think about what if in the future there are electron-driven cars or electric cars that don't need to be charged like after driven a certain amount of kilometers. They could instead be charged during when they are driven. That was interesting. And you never know, it could happen or then not, but never know. And we'll see in the future. Thank you all for listening, and have a nice day.